Very recently, KFC released their new Dunk It Bucket combo. It comes with their signature chicken tenders, an order of fries, and mashed potato poppers. And of course, with it being called the Dunk It Bucket, it comes with some sauces to dunk these items in. You get your choice of one dipping sauce, and then you also get an additional 2 containers of gravy to dunk the items in. I went for the 2-piece combo, which comes with 2 chicken tenders, 5 mashed potato poppers, an order of fries, 2 containers of gravy, and 1 sauce. This runs $7 pre-tax. I should also note that although the picture from the website that I was showing in the beginning of this video does show 4 tenders, you do get 2 tenders for $7 in the bucket. It also does not include a drink in that total, as you see on the website. So if you're getting a drink, you're going to pay extra as well. With all that information out of the way, let's go ahead and go pick up this bucket, and we will give you a thorough and honest review as always. One thing I should mention is that I didn't know that it comes with your choice of 1 sauce in addition to the 2 gravies. There are multiple options for those sauces. They gave me the comeback sauce by default, but some other options according to the KFC website are sticky chicky sweet and sour sauce, buffalo ranch, KFC sauce, honey barbecue, classic ranch, and honey mustard.
Thank you.
Have a good one. So here's what the bucket looks like from the top. You do get the sauce holders, and it comes with 2 gravies and 1 sauce, as I mentioned. Now let's check out the inside contents and see how the presentation's looking. I don't think it looks half bad at first glance. The tender, strictly from a visual perspective, shows signs of crispiness and definitely external seasoning. You can see like pepper specks all over the place. That's one thing I think of a lot when I think of KFC chicken, is a peppery seasoning. We're going to go ahead and take a non-dipped first bite to actually check out the tender itself, because I don't think I've ever had KFC's tenders on their own before. And my first impression is that these were overly salty. Texture-wise, they were unfortunately kind of stringy and fibrous on the insides. Not the texture that I get from what I consider to be high quality chicken tenders. Dunking them in the sauces, I tried the gravy first, and for what it's worth, it's not a terrible gravy. It's got sort of a subtle brothy flavor to it. It's not overbearingly salty, which is good because the tenders themselves are really salted, at least in the batch that I got. The comeback sauce was kind of interesting to me. It wasn't my favorite, but it's definitely unique. With it being a ketchup base, it sort of reminded me of the tanginess of ranch mixed with the tomato notes of a marinara sauce. So that's a combo that doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but it doesn't quite have the tang and garlic nature that a good ranch might have. It's somewhere in between a marinara sauce, ketchup, and ranch, which is, again, kind of a weird melding of flavors if you ask me. Now moving on to the mashed potato popper, I gave this a try, and I have to be honest, I immediately felt pretty repulsed. Texture-wise, there's not enough external crunchiness to contrast the natural mushiness of mashed potatoes, of course, but these are also very bland tasting, and to me they give the vibe of prepackaged or even powderized mashed potatoes that are not really seasoned with anything noteworthy at all, not high quality, and I think there was an opportunity here to do more with the texture that didn't get achieved in this instance. The gravy definitely helps these mashed potato poppers. It just gives the mashed potatoes more flavor overall and less of that prepackaged or powderized, bland, nasty mashed potato flavor. I think KFC's fries are actually pretty good. This is also my first time trying these fries from them. They're almost reminiscent of like a good battered fry, but there's a good crispiness to them. They're not overly salted. There's good flavor to them. The oil didn't taste like it was old. So the French fries were probably the highlight of this whole bucket. And the gravy was a close second. I thought it was actually pretty enjoyable. Again, kind of a subtle brothiness to it, and it's not overbearing, and it complements the other things in it well. One other thing I thought worked well with this particular combo was when I alternated the 2 sauces I was dipping in, meaning I would go to the comeback sauce and I would go to the gravy, one after the other. For whatever reason, the contrast in flavors from those made it more compelling overall, and it made me want to take more bites. When I was sticking to one sauce and doing it repeatedly, it got monotonous pretty quickly, and there really was no interesting flavor at play in that instance. Overall, I would say you can definitely skip this one. It seems more gimmicky than actually containing practical food. I will say I didn't love the actual food inside here, other than I did enjoy the fries a decent bit, but I did get very full from eating the whole thing for sure, and I only had the 2 tenders, so at $7 pre-tax, is it the worst value to get a meal that I consider to be pretty filling? No, there are definitely way more expensive deals out there, but the quality really didn't back it up, even with it being an okay deal. Overall, I would give this a 5 out of 10. It was passable at best. The chicken tenders did not have an enjoyable texture. They were stringy internally and way oversalted. I found the mashed potato poppers pretty repulsive overall. The fries and the gravy were solid. I didn't love the comeback sauce. I thought it was kind of bizarre to me overall. Maybe I should have tried the KFC signature sauce. If you've tried this Dunk It Bucket, let me know in the comments which sauce you went with in addition to the gravies. Did that make it work really well? What'd you think of the tenders? What'd you think of those mashed potato poppers? How about the fries? Let's chat in the comments. But that is all I have to say for this video. Thanks for tuning in. I will look forward to chatting in the comments as always, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.